Welcome back to Young Justice. I just saw the title. This is season 3, episode 25, Overwhelmed. Again, talking about whelmed. Um, but yeah, last time we had the conclusion of the anti-life equation, probably, supposedly. But I'm hoping for like a out of left field kind of situation to happen because uh, if the storylines that they're hinting at for the rest of this season, for the last two episodes, are going to happen, then I'm going to be kind of disappointed because you were building up to the anti-life equation, but then you have it you stop it two episodes before the end, and then now you're hinting at some sort of Outsiders versus Infinity Inc. thing, and Dark Side versus the Light. That's an interesting plot line, but I want my heroes to be doing something. Like as far as the heroes go, I'm not really interested in it, to be honest. Unless they join up at the light, maybe that'll be interesting, but we'll see. Anyways, let's just jump into this and see what happens.
A trafficking ring
Valentine's
in
Day,
outer
okay.
space, and has brought home 316 abducted teenagers.
Wow.
Most of them now meta-activated.
At last, thanks, Wonder Woman. But now we have to find treasure for Daddy.
In related news, yet another meta-human has joined Beast Boy's rebel squad of young heroes, known as Cyborg. The newest outsider.
They depict such a sad-looking photo of him.
Footage that places the blame for this deep space meta-trafficking squarely on the back of media magnate Gretchen Good.
Wow, what's this?
No.
Arranged for Violet to babysit Leon at the premiere building. We'll have a
We're not doing this shit again. I thought we were done with this.
Talk about, well, any of this, but feeling and...
Fuck!
I have.
I don't want this. I'm not even gonna look at this. I'm literally not even looking at this. Fuck. Fuck! It's still going! God.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Like, she can't be a grieving widow forever, but not with Will. Jesus Christ. Like, I want her to move on. I think Wally would want her to move on too, but
I need to see you.
not with Will.
The decision is difficult.
Not Will, okay?
Miss Martian believes in
Don't get me wrong, I like Will, but he's with
But
Cheshire,
Forager has
and
made
they're like
many good friends
basically
for
half
years.
sibling or step
Forager believes
siblings.
Forager would like to stay,
I don't like it.
but Forager cannot be Forager here on Earth.
In-laws, whatever. Sorry.
Only for Bug.
Hello, Connor.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. I'd like you to meet my friend Fred Bug. Fred, this is
Who's
His Honor,
you?
Dabney Donovan, Mayor of Geranium City.
Fred Bug
Dabney
is honored to
Donovan?
meet His Honor, the Mayor Dabney Donovan.
There are no other strangers in town at this time. I will drop the psychic illusion.
Ooh. Oh! The Genomorphs! Genomorph City!
And this is the true Geranium City. Or, as I like to think of it, Genomorph City 2.
Hello, brother.
Hey, Jim. Fred, this is Karen.
Eh.
And this is my oldest friend, Craig.
Hey.
The outsider's view, our primary role
Love
is
it.
inspiration.
Miracle that the three of us are together again for the first time in years. That's why I had to come. I'm sorry that's necessary.
Sorry, it's like,
I'd like
I don't
nothing
know.
more than to proclaim your rescue
Waiting
of
for the shoe to
dead.
drop.
But that's not politically expedient now.
Excuse me for a moment.
Why? Why are you playing this theme? Meeting with his
Thanks
men.
for coming, but I only asked to see Zatanna. Only she can. Why did you bring them? They're not part of this.
They're not here for this part. They're here for the aftermath. Assuming we do this at all.
Assuming?
I've told you, there are limits to my magic. I can't raise the dead.
Raise the dead?
If we do this, it'll leave you devastated.
Rocket's like,
all
"What?"
over again. I am asking.
You can't raise the dead. But
She's
we
gonna
both
try and
saw
bring
Secret
Wally
rise
back?
from her grave. We know the soul exists.
They mentioned secret, wow.
And you know, I never had the chance to say goodbye. I never had closure.
Artemis, I love you. But that's something you need to work through, like anyone who's suffered a
No!
loss.
I need your magic! I will do anything! If you won't help me, I will make a deal with Wotan or somebody, I swear it!
I'll be sending your soul to Limbo. Nothing there is real. Your imagination creates everything you see.
Jesus.
Very soon.
I did not expect this episode to go this way.
And if you don't emerge by sunrise, your soul will be trapped there. Forever.
Jesus.
Hey, babe.
No.
Missed you.
Wally.
We just learned it's part of her imagination, though. It's not real. Aw, Jesus. Now what? Metron, bitch.
Stay back.
I think not.
What the? You took Leon too? Unknown?
Yes, the child is perfectly safe here, granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Indeed.
Why are they pinging?
You are my granddaughter. You are both the children of my intellect.
Yeah, I get
Having
it. But
reevaluated, I am impressed with how you both have survived and evolved my technology, assuming Darkseid does not kill you, since you both present great obstacles to his plans.
that's it? You couldn't have done that here?
Oh, come on. What kind of a jerk would I be if I forgot Valentine's Day for the 3rd year in a row? Rise. How do you want to spend the day?
These are just memories. It's not real. He's not really dead. It's just a memory.
Oh, very fast.
Whoa.
She preggers?
Now that's an important development.
Vertigo, you bitch.
Let's be on our way. But the point is that the Genomorphs have found a place for themselves in our world.
Yes and no, brother. Yes and no.
Separate but equal kind of
Yes
stuff?
or no?
And for my final trick, I'm going to make the sun appear.
Let's see what else is on, okay?
Coming up next.
Artemis,
another
no.
wacky
Yeah, it's very late, babe.
It's late.
Sun will rise
You gotta go back.
Let it. I never want to leave.
We are
Girl.
comfortable here, but we are segregated. And when not segregated,
Yeah.
we hide, even in plain sight. Never permitted to be ourselves. You, brother, were freed from Cadmus to lead us to the promised land. But still you hide, which keeps us in hiding. At a time when all metahumans, including Genomorphs, struggle for acceptance, you know you can do more to help. But when will you acknowledge your own place, your own role in the connected world?
Sorry.
When will you take the final step to help your own people? Ask yourself, brother.
It's very
What
interesting.
would Superman do?
They're kind of doing like a white passing kind of storyline
Apologies.
with him.
Is it a boy or a girl?
What?
What's the baby's name?
We haven't named it yet.
It? No. We talked a little about having an it one day, but we could never agree on a name. What child?
Where? No. No. Leslie!
Open
You need
the
to
door,
go.
Artemis. Let people in again. Or better yet, walk through it yourself. A chance at real love.
No, I had my chance.
You'll get another.
Yeah.
So this very morning, I want you to stop mourning. I want
Wake
you
up.
to live your life and find love. But the night's ending. And it's time for my Spitfire to go home and live.
The spirits have done it all in one night.
Artemis!
It's all right, I'm good.
Wow. I still can't believe you summoned Wally's ghost for her.
She
I
didn't.
did no such thing. I told Artemis I didn't have that power, and I meant it.
Then McGann.
McGann created a playground, an open space in Artemis's mind. But Artemis created or imagined everything she saw and experienced.
We're not right for each other.
Whew. What a relief. I felt it too as soon as we kissed. I mean, it's just too weird, right? You're my sister-in-law.
I know.
There, see? Thank you.
With the help of metahumans and members
Where's
of the
G. Gordon
military loyal
Godfrey?
to him. No word yet on the status or location of King Gregor Markov.
This is an internal matter, and there are good people on both sides. Both sides. The solution
Stop making
involves
him Trump.
peaceful negotiation, not superheroics.
No. Sorry, I just saw the title of the next episode. Fuck. Okay. So quickly, I like that they brought up Secret from season 1 because to me, I don't know if anyone else felt this way, but Secret was the one filler episode of this show. Like, I get it. It was a homage to the Young Justice comics because Secret was one of the members, and it was like a nice little cameo kind of thing. But as far as like plot lines go, it was a Halloween episode. The on one hand, it was just like a Halloween party, kind of like, oh, here's a fun little thing. On the other hand, it was Artemis and Zatanna finding Secret and Harm, I believe his name was. But it was all self-contained. Like it was all, the only thing it did really was like, it did something with Artemis relationship wise, like with Wally or with Superboy or something like that. They were like thirsting over somebody, and then Artemis got all pissed and then left. Like that was the only thing it did as far as forward motion. There wasn't even like a light subplot or anything. It was just literally about Secret. So I'm glad that they brought her up because it kind of solidifies it in canon a bit more for me. Um, the Artemis love triangle. I'm glad they addressed it finally because they put it in our brains and then they kind of just like, okay, and we're gonna move on to other things now. So I'm glad that they wrapped back around to it because but I'm glad the resolution happened because I'm not about Will and Artemis as much as I love Will and Artemis individually. They're not a good couple, so I'm glad that they felt the same way. Um, as far as the Wally thing goes, it wasn't as emotionally impactful because the whole time I was thinking, this is fake. It's not real. It's not his ghost. It's just something in her memories. And it turns out it was McGann making some sort of psychic dream for her. And because of that, it was all just memories of things. Like some of their conversation was from season 2, I believe, when Artemis was going to go out, and it was like episodes 6 and 7 when Wally went out to do in Central City with the Flash family episode, and then the episode afterwards where she goes and gets fake killed. It was some of the dialogue there was the same, and then uh, it was just too convenient, and so I'm glad that they confirmed it wasn't actually his ghost. There wasn't anything mystical about it. It was just literally just like a psychic placebo kind of thing. Which also brings up some interesting parts about more of McGann's lying and deceit. We've already we've already done enough of backstabbing, double crossing our own teammates, and then for her to do this now too, that's another like big psychic manipulation thing that's going on here. So I wonder if that's going to come back to play at all in this last episode or maybe next season even. The fact that again, they're just lying to their teammates. It's like it's the same shit going on. Um, I like that there was a throwback to the Dr. Fate and Zatanna episode where they said like, they were saying like Rocket and McGann aren't here for this part; they're here for the after. I really like that throwback into that. It's already cluing us in. This is gonna be a heavy episode. Um, Metron, what the fuck was he doing? Like he just like teleports them out into the middle of nowhere, says, "You two are gonna be important. Bye." It's like what? He didn't do anything to them. He didn't like tell them any information. He just said, "Well, this is gonna be interesting. I just wanted you to know that. Bye." Like, okay, well, I mean, we already knew that Violet and Victor were important characters because of their connection to Apocalypse, but I don't know. It's just so ominous and eerie, and the fact that they brought Leon too. I don't know if I don't think that he has anything to do with it, but it's just like I'm just scared now. Um, and then lastly, Fred, Forager, and the Genomorphs. I really like that resolution for the Genomorphs, and the sort of diving in with Connor and Forager, and just how how you can help people but not really help people. You can help individuals, which is noble and it's fine, but then there's also the fact that you have to help the masses. You can help the masses and you should. Um, and again, I mentioned that in the episode. I like that this sort of this white passing conversation. The Genomorphs are pretty much they're separate but equal. They have to sort of tone down their alienness in front of other people. They can thrive by themselves, but is that really thriving because you're not really being your true self all the time? And how Connor is sort of this bridging the gap. He looks human. He looks like Superman, but he is really a clone like them, like the Genomorphs, and so he can sort of use his platform to speak for them. And so I like that message of living your authentic self and fighting for those that can't fight for themselves. And so I just really appreciate that. Um, I like that Jim. Jim was in Genomorph City, and so was that doctor lady. But yeah, this was a great episode. I halfway through, I remember that they said one of these episodes was going to be about Connor and Artemis, and so I really appreciate this episode because it did delve into their sort of secret fights going on. It looks like next episode is going to be about taking back Markovia, but obviously something's going to go wrong. Like something has to go wrong. Something's got to go wrong. We didn't touch on Infinity Inc. at all this episode, which is interesting because they're kind of setting this up as to be something, but now Infinity Inc. is trending more than the Outsiders I know. Um, and the lights play was that because Terra was informing them, they broke out bearing the lamb to take over the country, sorry, Markovia. Um, but for what purpose? Like that's obviously some sort of distraction because like who cares? Like obviously the heroes are gonna go save the day. Maybe this is where Infinity Inc. comes in. They stop the heroes because like they're not supposed to be invading. I don't know. We'll see. There's one episode left, so and I saw the title and I just started. It's just such an ominous title, but we'll talk about it next time. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of this episode? And yeah, we'll see what kind of finale we have. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the finale.